Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with. Can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And that is a little undercooked. Looking to play him in. Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this guy Manuel Neuer claimed once that he had a catalogue in his head of all opponents. You won't think it, but there's so much detailed work behind everything he does. This is what keeps him ahead of his opponents.
And oh, what a mistake! And here's Ferran, shapes to shoot! Nearly, but not quite. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And a chance! Goal! Paris! And there is your opener.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. P.M.E. makes the interception. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Gravenberg. And here's Mbappe. Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's forced to go back. And it's Pedri. Foot in.
Pedri really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that's a dangerous ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Knocks it out wide. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres is flagged offside. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Fabinho has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Bremer. P.M.E. Borussia Dortmund are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Decent chance! He's got away with one there. And here's Dembele. And here's Zielinski. He's free, he has got space. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. And he's gone backward here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Borussia Dortmund.
Mbappe, great chance! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Ferran Torres! P.M.E. Now Mbappe. And they can counter here. That's been cut out, well played.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Pedri gets on his bike and on the move. Crosses it in here. That's a decent clearance. And for the first half, that is that.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Paris looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 21.
The second period is underway.
Coming on to replace him is number 42, Musiala. Substitution
Paris
taking place.
come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Musiala running with the ball. And this is Messi. Zielinski. This is a promising build-up. Zielinski. Pedri. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Good ball over the top. Oh, nicely intercepted. Musiala. And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pedri. Tchouaméni. And it's Mendes. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, he wasn't going to let him pass. Now it's Neymar. Now there, and Messi! That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Oh, it's Dembele.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Great vision. He is through here. Good read, needed to be. Musiala. Nicely shaped ball. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Paris perhaps contemplating their next change here.
60,332.
Musiala. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Oh, that's well spotted. Tchouaméni. Koundé. Pedri. Searching pass he's played there. Spread neatly. Paris have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Paris with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Played into the box. And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's Tchouaméni. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ferran Torres. Good pressure, determined, intense. Ferran Torres finding himself in space. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, just skips past his man. Van Dijk. Neymar. Musiala. Now it's Camavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp. Zielinski. Half an hour gone in the second half. And it's Messi. Pass is coming off. He's had a shot! And a neat finish! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Borussia Dortmund cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Borussia Dortmund really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now that's well seen too. Camavinga, Ferran Torres, and it's Musiala. Neymar going forward.
I thought it was going to happen then, How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he's had it nicked away. Dembele.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 6, Ferran Torres. Number 42,
Fabinho,
Musiala.
very much into the last knockings.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
P.M.E getting forward.
Number 5,
Paris do have it. And that will be the final act. Paris have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the manager's pumped here, Peter. He has every right to be after leading his team to such a fine performance. It shows exactly what it means to him. His passion is pouring out.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. We are just getting started. Borussia Dortmund have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Cherki. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he shoots! And that is well cleared.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And here's Mbappe. Zielinski. Araujo deals with that comfortably. Haaland. So we're still where we started right now. And here's Messi. And here's Zielinski. Good ball. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Zielinski receives it in a wide position. Cherki. And it's Pedri. Now it's Haaland. Here's P.M.E. And here's Dembele.
Dembele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Koundé. And here's Messi. And it's Koundé. Not the most accurate pass. Haaland absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. Cherki. Pedri! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Camavinga. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Zaniolo. Bremer producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And smartly reclaimed. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. P.M.E. And it's Pedri. Messi. And here's Neymar.
Neymar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Zaniolo. Spread out to the left. No way through. And it's half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0.
Substitution.
So we're off again.
Paris clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now this could be a... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Paris with
Number
their first
15,
corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Coming on to replace him is number 16.
Keeper has taken decisive action. That's the throw. And it's Messi. He's on it, can he get away? This looks promising, and he's managed to get free. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Another chance from a corner. Paris have their second corner now. Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Bremer. Back to the keeper it goes. Turns back here, probably the best option. That'll be a throw. Looking for the run. Haaland wants to run onto this. Zielinski. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing.
The attendance for this match
Pressing's
was
intense, and it's paid off.
60,332.
Looking for options for movement. Corner then.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Corner number 3 coming up.
16, Rodri. Number 7, Mbappe. Coming on the field, number 23, Modric. Number 6, Ferran Torres. Substitution in progress.
They've played it short. Koundé. Neymar picks it up out wide. That is lovely. Great ball, and he's in here.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Modric. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Ferran, chance, surely! It's a goal!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Borussia Dortmund have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Neymar closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he cuts out the supply. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Well, that is one way to stop him. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Can he get it through? Quick look, then plays it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Araujo. And it's Mendes. And it's Neymar. Now Mbappe. That's really good defending. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Paris very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Paris really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Fabinho. Now that looks a decent ball. Zielinski gets into a good position. Decent chance! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Zielinski. Neymar. Chance for a shot! It's their second corner of the game. Zielinski plays it short, and it's made its way to him. Opts to play it back. And And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Fabinho. Zielinski. He has found the way through. Neymar. And we're done. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Just a quick reminder today.
Your final
please
thoughts, Jim?
refrain from
Well, it wasn't a
parking
great game,
outside
Peter,
this
not by
stadium.
any stretch.
Thank you very
Both
much
sides
for your
looked pretty
cooperation.
laboured in the first half. A slight improvement in the second, I must admit, but just one significant moment.